Election anxiety is a real thing, but having pets around can help calm nerves and relieve stress. Tomorrow, on Election Day, the Arizona Humane Society will be working to relieve election anxiety by taking puppies to polls. Kelsey Dickerson from the Arizona Humane Society is here to tell us more. Also joining us is Lord Farquhar. Well, welcome, Lord Farquhar. It's good to have you here.
Thank you so much. He just woke up from a nap, so he's being a little quiet right now.
Well, he's a good-looking dog. What kind of dog is that?
Yeah, so we have him as a lab mix. He was actually rescued by our field team earlier this month, along with his litter mates. They were found to be lethargic, covered in ticks, and underweight. But he's only 14 weeks old, and he is this big, so he is going to be a big, beautiful pup.
He's got some long legs and some big feet and some big ears, and he's got a little smile going too, doesn't he?
You know what? You guys made friends before we started, so
yes.
I think he's really excited to be here.
He's a good little guy. Okay, the impact of just having pets down at polling places. People are standing in line. They're getting a little testy here. Talk about that.
Oh my goodness. So we did this actually before the pandemic started, and the results were incredible. You know, people are standing in line sometimes for a long time. Sometimes they're in a rush to get to work if they don't get that time off or whatever it might be. Maybe they have family at home, but they want to do their civic duty. So the Arizona Humane Society came up with this idea to be able to bring puppies to the polls because, you know, when you see an adorable little pup like this, and especially when you know that they're going to go into a loving forever home, especially after, you know, what they've been through prior to being rescued, it definitely brightens spirits and it helps with that election anxiety.
Do you just kind of walk the lines, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we show up to different polling locations and we have different puppies and we walk the lines, and if anyone wants to take photos with them, maybe interact with them while they're waiting in line, you do not have to get out of line because I know sometimes
you don't want to do that.
take a long time.
Yeah,
exactly. So we just want to make sure that we come there, that we support, you know, our fellow constituents, and no matter what side of the aisle that you're on, I think we can all agree that puppies are a great thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be against puppies.
You know, I think so.
Yeah. And studies show that interaction with dogs really does calm the nerves.
Absolutely. So it definitely shows to decrease stress levels, anxiety levels, and actually long term it can help you with your heart, and it can also help you, you know, exercise more, get out, get more companionship as well.
It doesn't really matter the breed, doesn't really matter if it's your dog, correct?
Exactly. Just animals in general help us immensely, and that's what we talk about at the Arizona Humane Society, especially right now. You know, things can be very polarizing feeling. You know, the winter months are coming, which means that it's going to get darker sooner. So having that companion at your home definitely is a wonderful thing. So if you are in the market, he's falling asleep again, I think here. But if you are in the market, you know, if you've already put in your ballot, of course, you could always come to the Arizona Humane Society and get some puppy, kitten, or even critter cuddles by looking at our adoptables.
Yeah, I guess when you have a pet, kind of keeps you from focusing on yourself too much, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You know, being able to give back to something bigger than yourself, and just knowing that this is true unconditional love, and this is something that relies on you its whole life. And that's exactly why the Arizona Humane Society does the work that we do. We not only rescue homeless, sick, injured, and abused pets, but we also provide resources to pet owners as well to help keep them in their loving homes and to educate people on how to best care for those pets.
So how many polling places do you think you guys will be hitting up?
So tomorrow, I think we're only going to focus on one. It's going to be more centrally located, just because we do have some other events going on, but we're very excited and we can't wait. And like I said, you know, even if we don't come to your polling location tomorrow, you can adopt, you can foster, or volunteer to be able to get those pet cuddles in and to know that you're making a difference.
Is Lord Farquhar going to be enlisted here?
So I think he might be. You know, he has proven himself to be a really good pet.
He sure is.
But he is available for adoption at our Sunny Slope location, which is off of Hatcher and 13th Avenue.
Well, and I was going to ask, when you take these dogs to polling places, that's a nice way to show off some dogs to get adopted.
Yes, so all of our pups that we do take tomorrow will be available for adoption. And of course, puppies can be a lot of work. He's kind of tricking everyone right now because he's a little sleepy.
Yeah.
But puppies are a lot of work in general. So if you're looking for an older pet, November is actually Senior Pet Awareness Month, which are absolutely amazing pets. And even though our younger pets get adopted a little bit quicker, we have some absolutely wonderful pets for all families and all lifestyles.
And being around all those people, I would imagine, good thing for the dog.
Absolutely.
Helps socialize, makes it easier to adopt.
Yes, socialization is so key, especially in this critical point. And that's why we're going to want pets that are a little bit smaller. Maybe Lord Farquhar might not be the perfect one because he does get heavy really quick. But yeah, he's not fully immunized immunized yet, so that means that you're not able to really take him around to dog parks and things like that. But we do have puppy classes at our locations to help with socialization. I think he's really falling asleep.
He's falling asleep. Come on, Lord Farquaad. It's not that boring now. Come on, help us out here.
He's like, you guys are talking about the election. What's going on?
Yeah. He said, I've heard enough about that. Okay, have you done this in previous years?
Yeah, so we did this before the pandemic started,
That's
and then
right,
obviously with the pandemic, we weren't able to continue it, but 2024 is a perfect time to be able to ramp it back up.
And the response, I would imagine, has been wonderful.
Oh, it's been so amazing. Everyone just lights up when they see these little puppies. And too, like you mentioned, being able to spread the awareness of what the Arizona Humane Society does and see a life saved in real time, it really makes a difference when it comes to advocacy for the pets that we care for.
Well, Kelsey Dickerson, again, Arizona Humane Society, and the very chill Lord Farquaad as well. Good to have you both here. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck to all of us tomorrow, but good luck to you and your pets and your animals. And thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I see you, you big fella. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.